Hey guys, it's Jase at Jase Outdoors. I just wanted to jump on real fast and do an update on the Cell Link by SpyPoint. Still been getting a lot of questions, and after running this for 5 or 6 months now, I know a lot more about it. So really, the best thing I can say, I've been asked advice on this unit. It does work, but if you have problems with it, you might as well just take a hammer to it, because their customer service is just absolutely terrible. So the way I look at the Cell Link, if you already have a camera, maybe it's a pretty good camera, you spend a little money on it, you know, it doesn't send you the photos. This is a cheap way to get photos sent to your phone. It's $60. I've had a couple comments where guys, you found them like, you know, 10% off or something and got them for 50 bucks. Like, you know, that might be worth it. It's a cheap way to get photos sent to your phone. And the one nice thing about SpyPoint is their free plan. They give you 100 photos for the month for free. I typically go through that in less than a week, so it doesn't really work out for me. But the fact of the matter is, you can operate this for free once you get it. So that is nice. So just right off the bat with some of my issues. I've posted a full review on this. If you haven't seen that, you might want to check it out. And in the comment section, I posted a lot of updates along the way of issues that I was having. So on day 5 that I had this thing out in the woods, this cord went bad. It was either the cord or something in the SD card. So yeah, I reached out to tech support by email, and it is just, it's brutal to communicate with them through email. It was back and forth, back and forth. I had to send them some information that comes off of the SD card, so they were able to determine that the card was bad. So I ended up getting on the phone with tech support, probably at least 3 different times. They just would not help me. It was 5 days old. They would not replace this. You can buy these extra cords for $13 off their website, but they would not cover it in any way whatsoever, even though they knew that there was something wrong with this. So I was already put off by that. So it got to the point where I was just like, you know, it's $13. It's not worth the frustration. I just went on and ordered one. I bought it. So, you know, of course that comes no problem, and I get it up and running. The one thing I learned with these Cell Links is you really have to keep the firmware updated. The app updated, the firmware updated. If you don't do that relatively quick, they just stop working. So if you're ever having issues with them not sending photos, make sure you check your firmware update, and they have put out a few since then. So the latest issue that I've had with them, so over the last 2 months, I switched this to the free plan, so I'm not paying for anything. I don't have it in the woods. I don't want to pay for a monthly payment. I got charged $5. Again, back and forth with emails. You can't get an answer that way. I called them. This guy tries to explain to me, well, I mean, as far as I could understand him anyways, why I was charged $5, and it made absolutely 0 sense to me, because I kept saying, I'm on the free plan. Tell me again how I'm being charged $5. Something along the lines where when I switched the plan around, I wasn't at the end of my monthly billing cycle. I still do not understand it. But the moral of that story is, well, actually, that guy literally hung up on me. I called back and got a lady from Canada who I could at least understand, and she was actually very nice, and she did say that, oh, she sees in the note here they got disconnected. And I said, yeah, no, he hung up on me. I mean, it was, I didn't move, you know, he's in an office, we didn't get disconnected, he just hung up on me. For $5, they will not credit me $5. The best that they did for me was they gave me $5 in SpyPoints, or I forget what they call it, but you have to have the premium plan to use it. So it was useless. I know it's only $5, but it's just a principle. They're stealing $5 from me. Their tech support, customer service is just absolutely horrendous. And to me, that is why I will not buy any more SpyPoint stuff. I understand that there's going to be issues. You know, this card goes bad. You know, stuff is going to happen. It happens with anything. But it's how a company, you know, goes about fixing the problem. You know, coming up with a solution to make their customer happy is really what makes a company credible, that you know, I'm going to buy more products from them. So I will no longer buy anything from SpyPoint. Now, if you're, you know, watching this, I understand I'm just one person. Everybody, you know, people have bad experiences, some are going to have good. But I challenge you to go to Facebook or one of their sponsored posts. I've seen a lot, and I've read through a lot of comments. I promise you, I am not the only one. There were so many comments of people just having problems, and they just refuse to try to fix it. So to me, that's a big bummer. They got to be able to, you know, stand behind their product and take care of it. So these do work, but I think for the price, you know, it might be worth looking into. Like I said, if you already have a camera, you know, maybe you spent $200 or $300 for it and you don't really want to stop using it, but you want photos to your phone, this will be a cheap way to do it. You also take consideration, you know, this is another 8 batteries that go in there, plus the batteries in your trail camera. You know, you run lithiums, it's like $16 to $20 each time just to put batteries in. This unit didn't last as long as the trail camera did, battery-wise. I think I got right around 3 months with this. So I mean, it wasn't horrible on the battery life. The nice thing about this unit is, so if you have a trail camera that will shoot a burst of 5 photos, or 3 to 5, whatever, it's going to send you all those photos. There's been a couple cellular trail cameras that I've reviewed, and you could set it up to a burst of 5, but it's only going to send you 1 of those, which is, you know, slightly bummer there. So that's a nice thing about this unit. It will send you all the pictures. It does not send video, but it will send you as many photos as it takes. I do think you have to be careful and mindful of the wire. You know, so this plugs into your SD card slot on your camera, and then when you close the door on it, you can sort of see it here in this. Right here is where that door would close on it, and it really pinches that. This wire is nice and flat, so it can, you know, come out of the side of the trail, but it still squashes that wire pretty good. And I almost want to say that that's what happened on my very first unit. It probably split those wires inside there, and it just not getting the connection anymore. I don't know. So you might end up going, you know, through some of these, but this cord's $13 to replace it. You know, it is what it is. But I hope that answers, you know, some of your questions that I wasn't able to answer early on, especially with the battery life and whatnot. But again, if you can get this cheap, I would, you know, it might not be a bad thing. Just if you just start having problems with it, it's junk. Like it's not worth the frustration dealing with customer service with SpyPoint. But you know, it did work decent after I got it going. Like I said, the firmware update is key. You gotta keep it updated, or else it just stops sending you the photos. So if you have one of these and you don't have any issues, or you do have any issues, I would love to hear from you too. If you just, you know, leave a comment down in the comment section. And if you're looking to buy one of these, I did do a full review on this, on how it works and functions and all that, how you set it up. I'll put a link in the description for that video if you haven't seen it. So this is just kind of an update over the last couple months on the cell link. But I really appreciate you guys watching, and I hope this helps you.